Agents, any questions for Ethan?
What's your name?
Ethan Mallon.
How old are you?
18.
Any tattoos or piercing?
Yes, I have a tattoo.
Where?
Right here.
What is it?
It's my grandfather's death date.
Oh,
Aww.
That's
What's your background in acting?
Okay.
Mainly film production classes, but I was playing as the actor mainly the entire time. I've been doing them since sophomore year of high school.
any actors that influenced you?
Not necessarily influenced me, but one actor I do look up to, I don't know his name, but he plays Ari Gold in Entourage.
Oh, yeah.
I actually know Jeremy Piven, so
Oh, really?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is he nice?
Yeah, you know, but his energy is exactly like the character.
Yeah, I hear he's kind of nuts.
Ari Gold is nuts.
Yeah.
Great guy, very professional, but
Give me
that manic energy was,
Constant.
yeah.
Do you have any special talents? There you go.
Thanks. Not where, like, artistically wise, more athletically. I can do a lot of sports, can play a lot of different sports parts, I guess, yeah.
So, I mean, like, what do you surf, skateboard,
Surf,
soccer, football?
swim, soccer, baseball, and I did a little bit of basketball.
Any other questions?
favorite movie.
Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained, and
Oh, yeah.
Grand Budapest.
Nice.
Dude.
What
Good list.
what type of characters can you see yourself playing?
I like to think of myself as a wide variety person, so I really will take anything that's handed to me. But obviously there are limits with everything. I'm not very strong suited in most accents, but I could try to do others and learn and get better at them.
What about commercials?
Oh, you want to have him improvise a commercial?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's going to be our commercial agent?
I wouldn't mind doing commercials, to answer your
Okay.
question.
Try
Yes,
to sell.
Eli.
Okay.
What do I do?
Give him a topic. Give him a topic. Give him a topic.
Oh, cricket phone service.
And do it to camera, please.
I actually had, I have a cricket phone, or used to.
Wow. Whenever you're ready.
Try our new Cricket phone service with 1 gigabyte of 4G LTE data free, and then all the other ones, $50 a month.
Okay. He's having fun with it.
I could be more serious if I knew that.
Yeah.
It is a terrible plan. I had it myself. I mean, it was awful. It was like $50 a month. You get like one full speed 4G LTE, 1 gigabyte full.
The whole month.
Everything else is like 3G speed.
Okay. Lindsay, can you do me a favor? Or Ashley? I didn't know if you were finished. Yeah. All right, quiet in the house, please.
Before I go, there's something I want to remind you all, and that's this. Stratton Oakmont is bigger than any one person, even me, especially me. You guys are Stratton, each and every one of you, and this is why it's sure to remain the best brokerage firm in the whole fucking world. See, the very idea of Stratton is that when you come here and step in this bullpen for the first time, you start your life anew. You have a place here, and no one can take that away from you. Stratton Oakmont is America. Give me your tired and poor. The very moment you walk through that door and pledge your loyalty to this firm, you become a part of a family. You become a Strattonite. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. Whether your family came on the Mayflower or the fucking inner tube from Haiti. Everybody here knows Kimmy, in case any of you weren't aware of it. Kimmy was one of Stratton's first brokers, one of the original 20. Now, when her the way she is today, a beautiful woman who drives a brand new Mercedes, a woman who lives in the finest condo complex on Long Island, a woman who wears $3,000 Armani suits, who spends her winters in the Bahamas and her summers in the Hamptons. But that's not the Kimmy I met. The Kimmy I met was broke, a single mom on the balls of her ass, 3 months behind on her rent with an 8-year-old son. She came to me for a job. When I hired her, she asked for a $5,000 advance so she could pay for his tuition. I wrote her a check for $25,000 because I believed in her, like I believe in each and every one of you.
Thank you. All right. Any questions, agents? Yes.
Oh my god.
Where do you see yourself in 6 years?
6 years?
Specific.
A little specific. 6 years, I see myself trying to act as much as possible, making it a working actor, and hopefully someday try to get a lead in anything.
Can you dance?
Not well. I mean, I can attempt to. I can do specific moves.
Can you dab?
No, I can't. I don't know how to do that.
If you got a job, like a full-time position acting, would you drop school?
Yes.
Do you have full support from your family?
Yes.
All right. I think that's good.
No, no.
Oh, another
She was
question?
gonna ask something.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No,
No, go ahead, Scott. No.
I was gonna say, in the middle of your monologue, did you like go into like an accent kind of?
Mhm.
He is in New York.
Like, in
Because
the
he's from New
middle?
York.
Wall Street.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like heard it in the middle of his accent.
Yeah.
Did you realize halfway through that you needed any accents?
I mean, I after I saw Stratton Oakmont, I kind of started picking it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was like, oh shit, this is
Yeah. You gotta get aggressive.
this is
Yeah.
Jordan Belfort
Yep.
that I'm talking about. I
Well-
gotta be.
But on the
going
one
hard.
hand, he could have been the type of character who gets elocution lessons and refines because of the business that he's in. But then when he gets emotional, his New York accent comes out. So, I mean, that could have been an actual specific imaginative choice.
Yes, it was.
All right, thank you very much.
Question.
Yeah.
Why are you an actor?
Ever since I was little, I've always loved movies. I've grown up watching way too many movies, but a good amount to where I just enjoyed and I always wanted to be in front of the screen or the camera on the screen.
All right. Agent.
State your name.
Elisha Rainwaters,
How old are you?
18.
How tall?
I am 6 foot.
Special talent.
There's a lot of things I'm good at.
What's the number one thing?
Physical talents.
Your friends, when your friends talk about you, what do they say? Oh, he's great at.
Shotgunning 4 Locos, to be honest.
The old version.
Hey, don't you play sports?
I do play sports, I play sports.
What
What
sport?
sport?
Baseball, football, and wrestling.
Wow.
What position do you play in football?
Outside linebacker.
What position do you play? You passed.
Third base.
Why do you want to be an actor?
Money. And it's easy.
Have you thought about going into the WWE?
No, that's not real.
Why do you say
That's acting.
Why do you say acting is easy?
Maybe not easy for most people, but for me it comes naturally. Just from being socially, like just how I am. Bubbly personality, being a good liar, everything along those lines.
How long have you been acting?
Started my sophomore year in high school. My dad bugged me to join drama class, and I did. Fell in love with the people in the class. Everyone was awesome. Did plays.
What plays have you done?
Did High School Musical. That was fun.
Who did you play?
Troy Bolton.
Hell yeah.
I,
so then you can sing, right?
No, I did To Kill a Mockingbird. See what else.
So did you not sing in High School Musical?
No, we did.
Gives a little taste. I want to taste it.
That's
Ew.
Not like that.
not for today. I was Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. What else? The Government Inspector. I was just a cast member, just like an extra person.
I was in
Oh, were you guys in it together?
it. No.
Oh.
And then I did Until Dark or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was called.
What's your ethnicity?
Native American, Filipino, and Irish.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
All right. Do you want?
Can you do a commercial for me?
Oh yeah, let's give him a commercial.
Can you sell a Dell laptop?
A Dell laptop, okay.
And do it to the camera, please.
All right. This Dell laptop with 4K, 1080p, revolutionary processing speed at a revolutionary price. This laptop can get you anywhere, get you anything, information, speed, and it's Wi-Fi compatible. Everything, fantastic laptop for a great price.
All right, thank you. Hussein, could you pass the monologue from Ashley for your cold read?
Am I Henry?
Yes, you are.
All right, this is all me just talking. I'm sorry.
Correct.
Okay. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. To me, being a gangster was better than being president of the United States. Around the cab stand talking and sipping coffee. Even before I first wandered into the cab stand for an after-school job, I knew I wanted to be a part of them. It was where I belonged. To me, it meant being somebody in a neighborhood full of nobodies. They weren't like anyone else. They did whatever they wanted. They double park in front of the hydrant, and nobody ever gave them a ticket. In the summer when they played cards all night, nobody ever called the cops. Tutti Vario ran the cab stand and pizzeria and a few other places for his brother Paul, who was the boss over everybody in the neighborhood. Paulie might have moved slow, but it was only because he didn't have to move for anybody. At first, my parents loved that I found a job across the street. My father, who was Irish, was sent to work at the age of 11, and he liked that I got myself a job. He always said American kids were spoiled lazy, and my mother was happy after she found out that the Varios came from the same part of Sicily as she did. I was the luckiest kid in the world.
Okay. What would you like to share with us? Is there anything you'd like to share with us in terms of why we should sign you?
Easy to work with. I show up on time when I know I need to be there.
Versus class.
Yeah.
Played a few times.
Work well with people.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Any other questions?
What
Okay.
kind of actor do you see yourself as?
Any kind. All kinds.
So, are you into film, TV, theater, commercials, or everything?
I love it all, but if I had to really choose and stick with one, it'd probably be TV or film.
What genre?
All genres, but if I had to choose a genre specifically, I'd probably say action.
What's one random fact about yourself?
Let's see. I once brought someone back to life. That was cool.
Ooh, how?
Okay, so I'm a state beach lifeguard. I work at San Clemente. There was once this one guy who was non-responsive and he had no pulse, and it was me and my friend Lucas who were working that day, and then our head guards were on the other side of the beach because they were attending to something happening over there. And then so this man he kind of fell off the side of the pier, except he didn't fall into the water. He fell from the pier onto the sand, and it wasn't that far of a drop, but I guess it caused him to have a heart attack. And so he went into cardiac arrest, and so by the time that our head guards got there, we were performing CPR, and they attached the AED to him and all that kind of stuff, and then we ended up being able to bring his pulse back. It was kind of an intense moment. I don't know.
That's great.
How quickly can you shotgun that photo?
15 seconds probably.
All right.